What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports. And the Philadelphia Flyers, they make a couple moves today. They are able to sign one of their RFAs, and they make a trade to bring in a cheaper player on the roster right now. So we'll start with the more bigger move, the signing today. Chuck Fletcher managed to sign one of his RFA, one of the young guys. He signs Travis Sanhiem to a bridge deal, which is 2 years at around $6 million in total. So the annual value for this contract is going to average around about $3.25 million per season, which is a pretty solid contract for the Philadelphia Flyers right now because we're already getting more closer to tight on cap space as it is, with the salary cap not being as high as it was supposedly supposed to be. It's going to be around $81.5 million, and the Flyers, after that announcement of the salary cap, the Flyers had around, I think, at least 22 mil to 21 mil in cap space left after all the trades and signings they made before the draft. So with this signing of Travis Sanhiem, it brings the Flyers to around 18 million and some change left in cap space. So, like I said, it's a good signing for the Philadelphia Flyers. Travis Sanhiem, who had his first full season in the NHL, scored 35 points, really solidified his spot on the roster for the foreseeable future. And there's still more for Travis Sanhiem to grow in this league because there are a few games up through last season where he made a few mistakes, and that's going to happen with your young guys. You're going to see the growing pains with a lot of these young players, and Travis Sanhiem experienced some of those growing pains last season, so hasn't really fully proven himself at the NHL level yet. So this contract gives him 2 years to fully prove himself, and it's a good for Travis Sanhiem because if he fully proves himself, he'll see a bigger pay raise at the end of his contract in 2 seasons. And hopefully the Flyers will have more cap space by that, because if Travis Sanhiem does prove himself fully and becomes a really great NHL player, he's going to expect a major pay rise. And I'm not excited to see that right now just because of how tight with cap space we are right now. So, don't want to look too far into the future right now. But like I said, it's a good signing for the Philadelphia Flyers, and it's a good signing for Travis Sanhiem to give him 2 years to fully prove himself even more than he already did last season. So the next move coming up right now happened around, I would say, 20 to 30 minutes ago. Chuck Fletcher traded one of the RFAs, which was Ryan Hartman. He traded him to the Dallas Stars for bottom six forward Tyler Pitlick. And you can really say, why was this move even made? It's really pointless. And what I see from this move is because Tyler Pitlick, he has 1 year remaining on his 3-year deal with the Dallas Stars, and he's only getting paid $1 million a season, so it's a really cheap cap hit, and a cap hit that the Flyers can use. So I think with negotiations with Ryan Hartman probably wanted too much money, and Fletcher didn't want to pay him the money that he wanted. So sold his rights to the Dallas Stars, and you got Tyler Pitlick back, who's only making that $1 million cap hit, and he only has 1 year left on his contract, so you can let him walk at the end of the season if you really don't want to sign him. And with Tyler Pitlick, I only see him in a fourth line role. I really don't see him really getting into the lineup because he's really not that good of a player. And with Ryan Hartman, yeah, he had the better upside and he still had an offensive potential. He had the upside to be a better player, but it was like I said earlier, Ryan Hartman probably wanted too much money, and that was probably the reason why Hartman got traded to the Dallas Stars. So he has this chance with Dallas to get the money he possibly wants, and the Flyers return a more defensive player and a cheaper cap hit. And it looks like with Tyler Pitlick, he really only has 1 full season in the NHL. He was drafted by the Edmonton Oilers and really didn't see himself get into the lineup that much. He was up and down with the AHL and the NHL. Then he gets his contract with the Dallas Stars, which was a 3-year, $3 million deal. His really only full season was the 2017-2018 season, where he played 80 games, and he scored 14 goals, which is nice. But last season, he only averaged to 47 games, and he only scored 8 goals. So I really see this guy more as a fourth-line player, a fourth-line grinder. And it's also stated that he can play either the center or the wing, which could be useful on that fourth line, but it looks maybe if they can sign Scott Laughlin's probably going to be the primary fourth-line center. So if Pitlick does make the roster out of training camp, you'll probably just see him slotted on the fourth line. And who knows, maybe out of training camp, maybe one of the young guys can crack the team and take that roster spot away from Pitlick, and he's buried down in the AHL. So it's basically just a salary dump. Not really a salary dump. It's just getting Ryan Hartman off the team because he probably wants too much money. And you get that cheaper contract in Pitlick, which you really don't have to worry about because it's only a year contract. So it's a decent move by Chuck Fletcher. I'm not really judging it because, like I said before, Ryan Hartman probably wanted too much money. And yes, Ryan Hartman was the better player. We got him in the Wayne Simmons trade. And yeah, Ryan Hartman made some big noise when he came to the Philadelphia Flyers. He scored around, I think, 9 points in the games that he played with the Flyers. But it's just, at his skill level, he still has that offensive potential. And just like I said, he probably wanted more money than what he was worth, and Chuck Fletcher didn't want to pay that because he has other players to worry about right now getting under contract. He still has Travis Konechny he has to worry about getting signed. He still has to worry about Ivan Provorov. And he also has to sign Scott Laughton too. And there's also Justin Bailey, but Justin Bailey's not going to be that expensive of a contract. He's probably not even going to make more than $1 million, even if Chuck Fletcher wants to sign Bailey. Same thing with Scott Laughton. I doubt Scott Laughton is worth more than $1.5 million to $2 million. So the really two guys he has to worry about getting in under a contract is Travis Konechny and Ivan Provorov. And after the Travis Sanhiem signing, it looks like Chuck Fletcher is going to focus on these guys one at a time. So he focused on Travis Sanhiem, and now it looks like he's going to focus on Travis Konechny, getting him under contract. So, not really sure what to expect with Travis Konechny. Maybe he gets the same kind of bridge deal that Travis Sanhiem had, but Konechny's had more of experience in the NHL. He's had 2 really solid seasons in a row so far, so he might make more money than Travis Sanhiem is making, or he might get a longer term. And with Ivan Provorov, there's been rumors circling around that him and his agent are looking for maybe at least an $8 million a year contract, but we don't really know what's going to happen with Ivan Provorov because rumors just keep circling around, and you really don't know what's going to be true and what's going to be fake. So right now, I can probably expect maybe Travis Konechny being signed within possibly the end of the week, maybe within a couple days actually. So who knows with that? Ivan Provorov, he's probably going to hold out a lot longer because he's most likely going to want a payday, but we really don't know what's going to happen there. And Scott Laughton, he shouldn't be that hard to sign because he's really not worth that much, hopefully. So, what are you guys' thoughts on these 2 moves right now for the Flyers? What do you think of the Travis Sanhiem signing? Do you think it's a good deal? Do you think it's a meh deal? Or do you honestly think Travis Sanhiem is worth more, or is he worth less? And what do you think of the Ryan Hartman deal for Pitlick? Do you think it's meh? Do you like it? Do you hate it? So don't forget to leave a comment in the comments section. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, boys, and I will see you in the next video.